Gracie Moon is family, spiritual, beautiful, music, friendship, love, creative ball of fire. When we all first got together for rehearsing and everything, it was just, you know, you go through a process of elimination. You have people come in, you play with them, and it's an energy thing. It's about a feeling as well as the music, but as from the person. And some way, shape, and form, we're all four incredibly different people. But when we got together and we played music, it was very magic. Doug McCombs, the guitar player, when I saw him, I knew that I needed a partner that I wanted to feel from, and he would be my partner, basically. So when I walked into the Roxy, I hadn't any idea what I was going to see, and he was playing, who are you playing with? No, what's the guy's name? He was opening up for Robin Trower, and he came out, and I was just standing there, and he started playing that damn guitar, and he moved me, and I knew that I had to play with him. He was the one.
In the beginning, it was very raw. It was kind of like the four of us were trying to learn how to walk as babies, and we weren't really paying a lot of attention to the other ones, not as much as we do now in the beginning. So we were all trying to find our feet and try to figure out where it was we were going individually, and it grew in the same direction over a period of time. And I can remember many gigs 2 and 3 and 4 years ago after each gig that we would say, man, just think where we'll be 6 months from now. And then 6 months would go by and we'd say, chow, just think where we'll be a year from now, how tight we'll be. And every time we think that it's not going to progress to a new level, it does. It constantly blowing our own minds that it'll go to a new level, and we'll all look at each other and go, wow, where did that come from? And so we've progressed from learning how to walk into running together quite well as a unit, or working together well as like a machine.
Whatever happened to you? Where did you run to? Where did you hide? We, as a pair, started getting together every night. No, I won't have it. I will not have that during my interview.
Oh, come on.
You can do that while I'm talking about you. Hold on. So Doug and I would get together every night, and we would write. And we would write a million songs, and we've written some of our most finest songs. He lived in a hotel room, the Claremont Lodge, and we would sit there in this crazy little space, and we would write all of these incredible, beautiful songs, because I was fresh off of coming from California, making a huge life change. I had a million different things to write about. He was so inspirational and had so much to give musically that it was an incredible collaboration. So that's how it began. It was he and I. And then Kenny, oh, come on, it's your cue. Kenny Cresswell, the drums, that would be him. I first met him and saw him play, and he was wearing a large cowboy hat and playing rockabilly or something, and I was like, oh wow, okay. So anyway, I didn't know what he was about really until we all sat in a room together and played together. California. And then Philip came, and Phil Zone, the bass player, incredible. He walked in, didn't know what he was walking into, and he'd sworn off ever playing with a female vocalist. And he walked in and we played, I don't even know what we were playing. It didn't matter. We were just playing music, and it was brilliant. And it said everything. And at that moment, Gracie Moon was formed.
desperately, many times you've seen me cry. Sometimes
We sat down at one point, came off the road and said, what's more to give? We have more to give. So what is that? Where do we go from here? How do we do that? And we took some time away from each other, which was important, and I think is important to gain other elements of things in your life. We all have families and other things outside of this, but this is like the nucleus that keeps us together, and I think it's important to get away to that other stuff so you can bring it back in. Because if you are on the road for so length of a time, you become stale or empty. You don't have a lot to give. So we went away from each other and came back and talked and then got together and played music, and it just evolved into this this new music that we're doing now. It's just an evolution of what we were doing before.
oh, just kiss me and take me high. When you kiss me, oh, when you set my soul on fire, please release me.
The new direction that we took musically opened a lot of doors for us, as that we could use other instruments and other, I think our creative juices were flowing, and we wanted other things musically and other people with us, but it had to be the right thing. It was not just, throw it in the pot and stir it up and see what comes out. It was thought out. Harold Sellers came to us, and when he played with us, he's the percussionist, it filled in this space, and it made it even more so beautiful than what we were doing. It filled it up. It felt beautiful, and just all these underlying things that he was adding, and that was a very important part to the music.
Take me higher when you kiss me. When you set my soul on fire, please release me.
Carrie Bear is the piano, organist, guitar, acoustic guitar, and backup vocalist that we just added. And Carrie and I had known each other years prior in California when I lived there. Carrie was in a band called the River Dogs, and we did a lot of writing together, and I did some backup stuff for the River Dogs, and we just became really tight friends and writing partners. We were on the road sometime, I guess maybe a year ago, or maybe even longer than that, and I was sitting in the car and I was looking out the window. It was like a 1,000,000-hour drive, and I thought, I've got to call Carrie. And I had to call him that day, and I got to a payphone at some road stop that we were at, and I called him, and he's like, I was just thinking about you. What are you doing? So we made a connection. He was in Nashville doing his thing, and I never thought I'd be blessed to be able to play with him and have him in our family, but it just it's happened that way, and it's been an incredible experience for all of us because he's very beautiful and contributes so much, the writing and the music, and he is a person. It's like an old friend coming back into the family.
Oh, baby, kiss me. You are believing me. Oh, Lord, you make me so high.
I think Gracie Moon is pretty much like, it's a whole different strength thing. It's like your heartbeat every day makes you feel, it's like life. Spans like life to me, and it brought me back from the dead as a player, which I didn't think I'd ever had that again. And I had the best people in the world around me, and I just feel fortunate. I mean, to be in a band, you can have fun and love your friends. It's a family. It's just like Holly and everyone else said, we're a family. We totally would die. I would give my heart for these people, and we all would. It's an amazing thing. Members in the band, Doug and I really don't get along at all. Actually, we're brothers in our own sense, and I think we love each other to a point. Doug, do you love me? Yeah, we love each other, and it's a family. It really is. And Phil is the man that brought me back from. Actually, sort of taught me how to play drums again. I think a different style that I've never played before, and Holly made me feel like I could sing again and do things I haven't done. And Carrie, Carrie, he's a great player. Makes me feel really good. And Harold, percussion player, makes me. I jump up and down in my shower naked. Think about Harold. He's this beautiful man. One of the best experiences of Gracie Moon I ever had was probably wrestling with Holly, and wearing dresses. Me, Phil, and Doug wearing dresses. Man, that was a great thing because it was beautiful. You should have seen it. It was so. I can't tell you, but it was amazing. But well, Doug has a thing. Doug likes a thing about. Doug has this thing with shower curtain rings. I mean, we go to hotels, and Doug grabs all the shower curtain rings and puts them all over his body. It's weird. And we always talk, no, Doug, you're gonna hurt yourself. And it does it. And we're all, come on. But it's really beautiful. It's Doug, and we love that. And then we all dress like women, and we all feel so much better because women are where they're at, where it's at. It really is. Women they're so much closer to the whole thing.
The four of us individually are totally different people. Which is good because we all bring a lot of different influences into the music that we make. So it's kind of like cooking up a little stew, you know, you add this and you add that, and before long, man, you got something that's knocking your head off. In the same way, deep down and spiritually, we're very, very connected, and we all bring together a piece of a whole that we all need from each other. You know, it's to me, if I played guitar, I would play exactly the way Doug plays. Or if I sang, I would want to sing just like Holly sings. Or if I played drums, I would want to play drums like Kenny, you know, to me. And when that all happens and it all comes together, man, Doug used to have the saying, when we go on, we'll be like, we're gonna hit maximum groovability. So when we do, and that machine's like, you know, it's like, that's one big whole thing that's came from the four of us as individuals.
Well, sometimes joining a band that's already been established can be a very difficult process.
Especially if you don't drive. But beyond that, go ahead, I'm sorry.
There we go.
But joining Gracie Moon was not that way at all. I feel like for me, I've had a rare opportunity to be in like one of the greatest bands on the planet. And so it was a piece of cake. It was like brothers and sisters and a love thing, and here we are.
Definitely a love thing. I mean, brothers and sisters beyond belief. I mean, they're like, it's crazy. I mean, they're the most loving people to take one or two outsiders that know nothing about them. They've been together for, you know, years now, to allow us to come into their little family, join them, and be a part of them. To me, has been phenomenal. It's been a lot of fun. It's been some of the most fun I've ever had playing music.
I never thought I would ever get an opportunity to play with the band. then Holly called me up one day out of the blue and said, hey, we need a utility guy in the band.
A driver, it's actually what we
And,
need.
and we thought of you, and I didn't even hesitate. I just said, I'm there. And here I am.
If Gracie Moon was like a brick road, we laid the first brick together, and but when we're done, we'll have like 40. We'll have a whole road the whole way around the world laid. I mean, this band is amazing to me. You have no idea. It's you just keep traveling, and rolling on, and moving on, and we're gonna take the world out. We want to be, we want to be something that to celebrate what we have and give to people. And we have a lot of love, a lot of good things, a lot of heart, a lot of hurt, a lot of everything. We have something that's genuine and honest, and not the BS that you see every day.
It's gone full circle from being real raw in the beginning for the first 3 or 4 years and us trying to find our identity into when Harold, the percussionist, came aboard. That was kind of like icing on the cake for us, and that just kind of made it real cohesive and brought a new maturity to what we do. And the addition of keyboards and rhythm guitar and backup vocals and Carrie's playing again is just another wash of color over what we do. It's always been there. It's just the instrument hadn't been there. I mean, for us, we always heard those things in the writing, but it was easier for us to build as a four-piece unit and then expand on that with Harold, the percussionist, and Carrie on the keyboards.
For us, we started out really raw and have grown opened up into kind of a beautiful little flower. So I would say, try to do that with your life as well as with anything that you do. Just put everything you have into life, and what you put into it, you will get out of it, and the energy you put out will come back to you. So just keep putting out a lot of peace and love,
I feel so strongly, more than anything else I've ever known, is that we were all given a gift, all of us in this band, and we have come together, and it's magic, and we have something to offer and say, and when people hear us play, they're moved, and someone can walk up and say, I had a really bad day today, and thank you for that song. For someone to say that means we're on our path, we're doing the right thing that we need to do, and we're touching people, and I want to get to a huge, broad expanse of an audience and get our music out to everybody, because I think it fits a mold for everybody, anybody, and that's what I'd like. It's not anything other than that.
It was a place for us to run and hide, a sanctuary underneath the moon, so we could close our eyes and young